in the vinyl community. I just wanted to do one more video for the day. A while back I did a post called Sacred Cow Collection #1, and I showed my Beatles collection. This is #2. I'm going to do this in a series. This time it's going to be Bob Dylan. I'm going to show my Bob Dylan music collection. I'm not going to show the singles. I showed them in a video a while back. I think it was just my Beatles and Bob Dylan 45s or singles or something like that. So if you want to see the singles, just go back to that video and check those out. And I think the next one I'm going to do after this one it'll probably be a little while before I do it again. Maybe the Rolling Stones, just some of the Sacred Cow types of collections and core record collections. But I'm actually going to start with the CDs because I don't have very many actual Bob Dylan CDs. I do have mostly like a couple of box sets. So I'm going to show you these real quick here. This is Time Out of Mind, Bob Dylan, released in '97. Won, I think, Album of the Year or Record of the Year or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, and these are in no particular order. I'm just getting them on record here. Blonde on Blonde, Blood on the Tracks, Bob Dylan Unplugged. This is actually a pretty good performance. That era of Bob Dylan was the first time I saw him too. The Chronicles, the CD that came with the book Chronicles. Bringing It All Back Home. The live 1966, the Royal Albert Hall show. pretty awesome. Then I have the Biograph set on CD. Actually, the one when I bought this, it came in like LP-sized box, so I think they're just using the boxes for LPs and CDs. This is a really great collection if you're starting to get into Bob Dylan. This kind of spans his entire career, Alternate Takes, things like that. Some of which is subsequently been released since then. But definitely look at the Biograph set if you want to get into some Dylan. And this is also the Bootleg Series Volume 1, 2, and 3. Another great collection to get if you want to get into Bob Dylan. I have one more CD to show you. This is a Bob Dylan Million Miles live recordings 97 through 99. I actually got this as a promo when I worked for a music store called On Cue, which is part of Sam Goody, where I don't even know if they exist anymore. But when I worked there, nobody wanted to listen to it, and nobody wanted it, so I'll take it. So okay, I just wanted to get the CDs out of the way really quick. I'm going to go ahead and show you the vinyl now. I'm not really going to go into depth with some of these albums because they're, I mean, a lot of you guys know who Bob Dylan is, and then there are people who are not in the VC who are searching maybe like Bob Dylan Record Collection or Bob Dylan Records or something, and then I'm just getting this out there. This is basically for people who want to get into record collecting, or people who just want to see some Bob Dylan records. I know some places, like in my part of the country, they're kind of hard to find, like at garage sales or flea markets and stuff. So I'm just going to show what I have collected off so far. Okay, Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. If some of these aren't in order, I apologize too. The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, this is an official mono pressing. It's pretty sweet. It's got some flicks and pops. This is like one of the first Dylan records I ever bought. I also have a pretty pristine stereo pressing original from the 60s here. Pretty nice. Let's see here. Okay. The times they are changing. This is, which one is this? This is the stereo pressing from the 70s. And again, I wanted to show you this. Times they are changing. This is an immaculate first pressing. It's mono too, which is really unbelievable. It's still in the shrink wrap. I keep it in the plastic, and I keep that in MoFi sleeve. The record is in amazing condition. It's unbelievable. Kind of an archive quality. This next album I have 3 copies of. Let's see here. I'm going to start with. This is a mono, another side of Bob Dylan original from E2I. Again, the record's in immaculate condition. Kind of a transitional record for Dylan, in between like the protest singer to electric Dylan. So it's kind of like the precursor to that. A little more poppy, I would definitely have to say. Another side of Bob Dylan is the stereo copy from the 70s, I believe. So I just have it, in my collection because if I see one, I have to buy it. I got this at a garage sale in the Twin Cities area. And then this is a CBS pressing of Bob Dylan, another side of Bob Dylan. For those in the United States who don't get to see those very often, I'll show you the label really quick here. I have a few CBS pressings of Dylan here. Anyway, another side of Bob Dylan. Now begins the landmark trilogy of Dylan, mid-60s trilogy, masterpieces. It's an original Columbia stereo pressing of Bringing It All Back Home, 2i label. This is a mono pressing of the same era, Columbia 2i label. Bring It All Back Home. Love My Zero No Limit. Mr. Tambourine Man, Gates of Eden. It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. It's Alright Mom, Only Bleeding. Maggie's Farm, She Belongs to Me. All these great songs on this album. Such a gem coming out of the mid-60s. Just one of the greatest albums of that time period. And then here is a pretty immaculate CBS pressing from the UK. The same album. Pretty sweet. I mean, unfortunate to have that. And now we're going to get into what you hear playing in the background. This is Highway 61 Revisited. This is a 70s stereo pressing. It's kind of a plain copy. It's in really great shape. It's got the gold and red Columbia label. It's original first stereo pressing. Columbia 2i label. If you go back in some of the videos, you can hear the alternate take of from a Buick 6, which I have posted. But it was a mispress. This record kind of sought after. And part 3 of the trilogy, Bob Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. I've talked about this record a few times. This is my stereo pressing, immaculate condition. And my mono pressing, original first press with the Claudia Cardet or whatever that chick's, with the chick inside of it. Mono. Pretty sweet. These where they might be where they get a little out of order here. Bob Dylan, John Wesley Harding. Most notable of which along the Watchtowers on here. So that's where Hendrix got his version. So here's a CBS pressing of Nashville Skyline. Pretty sweet, UK. One more time. What is this one called again? Oh, Bob Dylan Self-Portrait. CBS pressing too, so I'm not going to blow it out there inside. It's a double album, so pretty good shape. And Bob Dylan, New Morning. Got 2 copies. This is an American pressing. And this one here is a German pressing, which is on the CBS label as well. Pretty sure. Oh, it's made in Holland. Excuse me. Sorry. Those of you who've seen the movie The Big Lebowski, The Man in Me is on this album. One of my favorite movies of all time. This is a Mr. Dylan Records will be able to tell you a little bit more about this. This is a album strictly entitled Dylan. I think when he switched labels, I think what the story is, Columbia released this as like a preemptive strike to, because Bob Dylan for a short period was on another record label. I'm not exactly sure which one it was, Asylum maybe. And so they're like, okay, we're releasing this like within the same time period as him releasing another album. But anyway, that's that. Oh yeah, this is a Columbia. Okay, and then we have next in my collection. I don't have the entire catalog, but I will eventually. But on the Tracks, an essential album to have, even if you're not a Bob Dylan fan. I got 2 copies of it. It's Divorce album review. It's such a great album. You really have to check it out, even if you haven't checked it out. One of my favorite albums of Dylan's, actually, and it's from the 80s. It's Oh Mercy, produced by Daniel Lanois. Great sounding album. Great instrumentation. It's pretty sweet. Check it out. Almost done here. I've showed this before. Greatest Hits Volume 1, Columbia 2i, No Jacket. Here is a pretty beat. Wait, let me check this out. I haven't really looked at it before. Ooh, it's not too bad, but obviously I haven't really dug into it. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. Stereo 360. Original press on Columbia. Hey man, the sun's not yellow, it's chicken. Okay, Volume 2, Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. Nice collection. I mean, you could probably find these at garage sales and stuff all over the place. Another, if you're going to get into some vinyl and want to get some Dylan, search for the Greatest Hits collections. I'm sure that they're out there in mass quantities. And then from there, do a little research and get into some of the his earlier works, full-length albums and things like that. Alright, that is Sacred Cow Collection number 2. As always, drop me some comments. I'm going to try to get some rolling on the Rolling Stones. And then, if you can think of anything else that you'd like to see in my collection, like certain artist series. I mean, I don't have full catalogs of every artist that I listen to, obviously, but enough to do maybe some videos, and I can talk about some records. Just give me some suggestions of anything you'd like to hear or know about. I'll do my best, to the best of my limited abilities, to try to accommodate that. So, anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Keep the records spinning, keep the vinyl turning, or whatever. I don't know. Have a good day.